Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live watch along of Sevilla versus Dortmund. And this is a Champions League first leg of the last 16, so of course this is day 2 of our last 16 knockout stages in the Champions League. And of course last night we were there for what was quite an incredible win for PSG away from home at Barcelona at the Nou Camp. It was absolutely spectacular win for PSG, and a hat-trick from Kylian Mbappe, and that was a kind of a good reminder of just why he is one of the most talked about players in the world right now, and why this summer could be a big summer for him if he is to leave Paris Saint-Germain. Of course, lots of games to go ahead way before that is talked about, but who knows where he could be in the next few months. I'm not sure, we'll see, but I'm sure his price tag will not be cheap. So thank you very much for joining us. The game will kick off in about 3 minutes time. The players are just in the tunnel. The Seville team are out there along with Dortmund, and Sevilla, of course, the Europa League winners from last season. And who'd have thought Sevilla in the groups actually got out the group stages. Everyone thought they were going to get into third place and make sure they went back to the Europa League for the knockout stages to defend the title, which that for once they're not. They're actually going to give it a real go and go into the knockout stages this time. I can't say much as a United fan. I remember when they were in the knockout stages last time and they beat United, so I can't say much about that. Anyway, the teams have lined up on the pitch. I'm sure in just a moment they'll play the classic Champions League anthem music, which I'm sure we all love a bit of that just before the kickoff. Hopefully gets your nerves going. Let us know in the live chat page your score predictions for this game. Do get in touch with us throughout the game. Ask me any questions. Feel free to share your thoughts on the game, or feel free to talk about any other game that's going on tonight. Anything at all, anything football related. Of course, there's some Premier League games going on tonight. In the other Champions League game, we have FC Porto versus Juventus, and I'll keep you up to date on that score as well. I won't be watching the game, but I will keep an eye on the scoreline for you in case you can't find a way to find out yourself. So if you're wondering what the lineups are for Sevilla and Dortmund, the lineups are at the bottom of the scrolled text below me on the screen. Those are the starting lineups for both teams, and then if you want to see the substitutions, they're in the description below. So actually let's go through them then. So Sevilla have got Bono in goal, Jesus Navas, of course Navas we all remember back at Manchester City in the Premier League. Kounde, Diego Carlos, Escudero, Fernando, Jordan, Rakitic, the Barcelona legend, who won many trophies at Barcelona and has come back to Sevilla, maybe to retire at Sevilla, which would be a fitting end to his perfect career. Suso, Papu and Gomez with En-Nesyri in the starting lineup. And then the substitutions for Sevilla, it's Rakitic, Gomez, Rakitic, Kounde, De Jong, who was an absolute hero for Sevilla in the Europa League final last season by scoring 2 goals, not just 1 but 2 goals. He was certainly man of the match. HAALAND is in the bench as well. Rodriguez, Vidal, Torres and Pastor. So for Borussia Dortmund, we'll go through that lineup in just a moment, but the first half is we're just about to get underway. And we're just waiting for kickoff, so it'll be Borussia Dortmund that'll kick off. All the players are lined up and ready to go. HAALAND is in the centre circle, getting ready to begin the evening, and he'll be hoping to get a goal or two, which is just a normal night for the Norwegian. Just waiting for the referee to get the green light going. Of course, let's not forget it's a 2-legged game, so if there were to be any mistakes tonight, they could try and pay it off in the second leg. Of course, Barcelona have a lot to do in their second leg when they go to Paris Saint-Germain in a few weeks' time in the second leg of that. 4-1 down with the Mbappe hat-trick. Well, I'm not sure what's taken so long. They've been lined up for a good while. I think they are literally just waiting for the actual clock to point to 9 o'clock in Spanish time. Here we go. There we go. So here we go then. Sevilla versus Borussia Dortmund on Let's Talk Sport in the UEFA Champions League quarter-finals. No, last 16. What am I saying? We're not that far ahead. And it's Dortmund who kick off. So they're attacking from left to right in this first half, and Sevilla right to left. Dortmund in their home colours of the yellow shirt and black shorts and yellow socks. Sevilla, of course, in their home colours as well. Mainly white this season, not the famous red and white stripe that they normally wear. Anyway, Dortmund on the attack straight away. It's in the box. Sevilla only half clear it, and it's another half clearance, and Dortmund already getting themselves going in this game. They're trying to get that first opportunity at goal. Only 50 seconds in. Let us know in the live chat page your score predictions for this game. And it's back on the halfway line. Here come Dortmund on the attack. It's on the edge of the box. I think that's Bellingham. Instead he plays it out to the right hand side. Of course, I'm trying out my new green screen tonight. Thought for once maybe you don't want to see the background of my bedroom. I do need better lighting though, that's why my green screen isn't at the best. I've literally got the biggest lights on in this room and that still doesn't do the trick. I'll have to buy one of those ring lights. Now it's through to HAALAND. If HAALAND can get there, and the Sevilla goalkeeper gets there first in the penalty area. Straight away, Dortmund playing through the middle, trying to get the ball in behind the defence to find HAALAND, which they are known for. And it was nearly a good ball, but it was just a bit too far for HAALAND to complete the pass and become a real threat at the Sevilla goal. Of course, let us know in the live chat page who you think will win this game. Feel free to ask any questions. Sebastian True just has said, who's one of our members of Let's Talk Sport, he's just got in touch on the live chat page. You can see the text now, which is: Juventus have conceded the most pathetic goal. Oh dear. I bet they wouldn't concede, and after one bloody minute. Seb is a bit of a gambler. I don't know why he does it. Because in my eyes, you lose more money first before you win it back. I might be wrong. Do let me know if I'm wrong. Maybe it's because I was never good at it. Accumulators were the ones for me. 50p accumulators. Didn't cost you much, and it was only for a good laugh. 3 minutes in. I do have a new goal sound effect tonight, Seb, in case you're wondering. So I'm trying new things out while I'm live on my own. Seb, of course, was with us last night for the PSG Barcelona game, which, bless him, he got through it. He's not been feeling well in the last few days, but he got through it. And we'll hope to have him back on our stream soon. We've got a few games to do this weekend, including Frankfurt versus Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga, when we're back to league action on the weekend. And Seb has got in touch with us again. He says Bentancur passed it without looking in his own box. I mean, really, in the first minute? I mean, that is bad. That's bad. I understand if you've had a long game and you're just not thinking straight, but to do it straight away, that's definitely nerves kicking in, if you ask me. Joe Stanley wishing Seb they gets well soon. So Sevilla finally get a bit of possession going after Dortmund with an early chance was picked up by the goalkeeper. Sevilla are playing very well in all competitions. I believe they're 7 game wins in a row, or at least 6. It was at least 6, but I'm sure I read it was 7, or maybe it was at least 7 games that they have been undefeated. And Sevilla are a good team. You know, they've done well in the league. Dortmund, in the other hand, are just not great, as you've probably seen in some of our. In case you have been following our streams, we've been following them, and Eden Terzic is watching on from the bench, which he looks very relaxed. He's got some casual clothing on tonight, bit of light grey jeans, nice coat, nice jumper, which sometimes if Seb was with us he would say that was probably from his wife at Christmas. It probably was. He's probably celebrating Chinese New Year as well from last week maybe. Sevilla then with the free kick, the ball comes in, and I think that was HAALAND, or was it Brandt? I always get those two mixed up, and I am watching on a very small screen on my phone, so I do apologise if I ever get that name wrong. Sevilla with another cross now on the right wing. Goalkeeper should get there. Instead, I think it was Hummels with the clearance to go out for a throw-in on the near side, and hits goalkeeper, their second goalkeeper, to Berkey. Berkey not available again tonight. Hitz has been their main goalkeeper in the last couple of weeks, and he's made some mistakes. He has made some mistakes. Seb True saying, "I'll get better soon, lads. Thank you." Oh, well, you're better, or you might be dead. Seb True. Oh no, sorry. Joe says we won a game last night. They did, Joe. Liverpool winning 2-0 at RB Leipzig. Oh, it's in. Oh, it's a deflection, and I think that's a goal for Sevilla. What a start for Sevilla. And I think we've got to get the goal sound effect on. And Sevilla are 1-0 up after 6 minutes. It took a deflection on the way. Hitz had already gone the wrong way, and it went into the centre of the net. And just like that, Sevilla are already 1-0 up. And when you're at home, that is a vital goal. It took a shot just outside the box. Oh, I think it came off Hummels on the way. Let's have a look again from behind the goal angle. Oh, it comes off his foot and it goes just over Hitz. It's unfortunate for the goalkeeper, but it's one of those strikes where if you don't try, you don't know. You've got to buy a raffle ticket in a chance to win the raffle. And 1-0 to Sevilla. Now that didn't take long at all. I worried for Dortmund tonight, and I think for them they would have just liked to have kept the game calm in the first quarter of an hour or so, but no. 1-0 to Sevilla. If Seb and Joe are still watching, let me know what you think of the green screen I've got going on. I'm trying it on the OBS software, which isn't as good as Zoom. I must admit, it's harder to get the green screen to work all over. And Seb reacts to my wife's coat comment. He says, typical. Yeah. Is it giving him much luck so far? At the moment, the scoreline would say it isn't. On the back line with Sevilla, they'll just pass it around, I think, and then get themselves going again. Of course, for Sevilla tonight, it's to just not concede any away goals. They've got that first goal, and despite the form Dortmund are on, it's all about doing it when it matters. And Dortmund, we know they haven't been having a good few weeks, but you just never know. If they can get it right, they can turn it on. They've got the right players to do it. They just haven't gelled in the last few games. Meanwhile, Dortmund have gone deep into Sevilla's half, and instead, after all that, it's gone out for a goal kick. Seb True saying, liking the green screen effect with the CEL theme, which is Champions League theme. Does it look okay? Is the picture quality still good, Seb, from my camera? It looks a bit, doesn't look the best on the picture, I must admit, from me, but and he's also saying that Terzic must be the most stylish man in Germany right now. Well, it's that or Nagelsmann, but Nagelsmann, I presume, is back at home trying to recover from that 2-0 win, 2-0 defeat, sorry, to Liverpool, which was a good win for Liverpool. With all the pressure that they've been recently, they needed to get something at Leipzig, and they got 2 away goals. And of course, Leipzig didn't get to play at home. It was in Budapest. So I do think for Leipzig it's a bit unfortunate, but I don't think anyone from England can travel to Germany at the moment. Hence why there's been a few changes to the stadiums and all that. At least in Sevilla they can play at home against Dortmund. Oh, thank you, Seb, for the feedback about this green screen. Yeah, I think Seb, I have to get one of those. I've probably already said I have to get one of those ring lights, I think, to put more brightness on the green screen, because there are dark areas, like on this side especially. I think that's why it doesn't always pick it up. It's not too bad, is it? So 1-0 to Sevilla. If you haven't already, folks, and this is your first time watching the stream, do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. We always appreciate the following. Certainly gets us more up for future watch-alongs and any other content we provide on the channel. Yeah, lighting question, I think. Yeah, I think you're right, Seb. I think it's needed. And also, Seb, I was also able to figure out the live event page, which definitely helped. I was able to actually get the stream to work this time while we had a live event page, so we can do that from now on, no problem. They're just replaying the goal, again, off the left foot of Hummels and then into the centre of the net, which, as I mentioned, it's unlucky for the goalkeeper, but Sevilla could not care less. Actually, let's look at the La Liga table. But actually, before we do that, there has been a result early on in the Premier League. Burnley won, Fulham won. Barnes getting a goal for Burnley 3 minutes after Fulham opened the scoring on the 49th minute with Aina. So that's another good result, really, for Fulham. You know, Fulham are now just 6 points off Newcastle. But I think Fulham, yeah, that was a game in hand for Fulham. So they'll be gutted they didn't get 3 points, even though it was away from home. They would have loved to have got points back against Newcastle to try and stay up, because Fulham can do it. I honestly think they can do it. West Brom are 12 points behind still. Sheffield United 14 points behind. I think West Brom and Sheffield United is an absolute cert of them going down. But Fulham, Newcastle, Brighton, Burnley, I think Burnley will stay up. Brighton should be okay, but Newcastle, you just don't know with them under Steve Bruce. Newcastle have been relegated twice in the last 10 years or so, 12 years. So they know they know what it's like to go down, which they don't want that happening again. Sevilla 1, Dortmund 0. Under a quarter of an hour gone. Let us know your thoughts on the chat page. Give us your predictions. Ask me any questions. Feel free to talk about any football discussions that you had in mind. And there is a game on just about to start now, which is Everton versus Manchester City at Goodison Park. Man City have it's a game in hand, and if they win, they'll go 10 points clear. And Sevilla had a shot, and it's gone wide. It was outside the box, pretty much in the same area from where the goal went. And FC Porto, as Seb mentioned before on the chat page, are 1-0 up against Juventus at home. So both home teams in the Champions League tonight are leading 1-0. And their mission so far is to at least avoid an away goal tonight. It's going well, but plenty of football to go. Still 75 more minutes of that. The Championship, Coventry City, there's a lot of games on tonight actually in the Championship for a Wednesday night. Coventry City 2-0 down to Norwich City, 57 minutes in, all around the same time. Millwall 1, Birmingham City 0, QPR 0, Brentford 1. Brentford fighting to go up again, well, trying to this season. Here come Dortmund. Oh, Sancho cuts in, has a shot, but there were so many bodies in front of him in that penalty area. It ends up deflecting out of the box. Dortmund will try again on the right wing. And they've slowed the pace down completely, and they've gone all the way back to the halfway line. Swansea City 0, Nottingham Forest 0. A game that kicked off a bit later on this evening was Barnsley 0, Blackburn Rovers 0, only 30 minutes in, and AFC Bournemouth 0, Rotherham United 0. And there was a big thrashing in League One earlier. Wigan Athletic 0, Hull City 5. And there's a game on right now, which is Doncaster Rovers 0, Accrington Stanley 1. Loads of games going on. League 2, Mansfield Town 2. Bolton Wanderers 3 at full time. That looked like a good game. Seb saying, remember my 3 I predicted to go down? I don't. I think I remember you mentioning West Brom, Sheffield and Newcastle. Is that, am I right? West Brom and Sheffield, we've known have been going down since Christmas. I need my blackcurrant. It's a bit annoying, my setup, because my drink is behind the green screen, so I have to move that and get the drink and hope I don't spill it, especially all over my keyboard. That would be not good. And it's blackcurrant and it's a white keyboard, so there'd be stains from it even if it did survive. Of course, the goal coming from Fernandez for Sevilla that opened the scoring. It's going to be a throw-in for Sevilla. 2 minutes away from the 20th minute mark. Let's have a look at the La Liga table. So Atletico Madrid are top. Sevilla are 10 points behind Atletico Madrid with no games in hand. They're both level on 22 games. Real Madrid are 6 points behind Atletico Madrid, and they've got a game ahead of Atletico Madrid. Barcelona only a point ahead of Sevilla, so it looks as though it's going to Atletico Madrid, this La Liga title. Atletico Madrid are a great team. I love their recruitment over the last 10 years, especially under Diego Simeone. Oh, it's a great goal! What a goal! And Dortmund are back in this. It's back to 1-1. Let's get that goal sound effect on, because it's a great goal. We've got to celebrate it. It's outside the box. Way better than the Sevilla goal. That took a deflection. Top right corner of the net for Dortmund. And what an equaliser. It's an away goal. And that's exactly what they needed in response. The away goal is very vital in these ties. It's coming from the right wing. I think it's HAALAND that starts the attack. Oh, he does well to protect the ball and keep the possession. plays it across to the field, and then he has a go, top right corner of the net. I'm not sure who played that. Took top right corner of the net. It's a great goal. Goalkeeper way off his line. Does incredibly well. What a turn, what a goal. And it's exactly what we hoped for here, a two-sided game. And let's change that scoreline to 1-1. Are you Dortmund fans watching delighted with that? Let me know in the live chat page. It's a great goal. And it was Dahoud who scored. If anyone who's watching the Dortmund game, let me know what you thought of that goal from Dortmund. They need a bit of life in them, don't they, at the moment? Of course, it was only back on Monday that we found out that the Borussia Mönchengladbach manager, Marco Rose, is going to be the next manager under Terzic. Sorry, under Terzic, I mean after Terzic. Come this summer. Which Terzic, I'm sure he'll be gutted he didn't get a better spell that he's had so far, because I think if he had, it would have been exactly what he'd hoped for, to get a full-time job as Dortmund manager, but it's not really worked out. Anyway, here come Dortmund again in the box. Oh, the pace has stopped, cross comes in, and Sevilla have had to put it behind for a corner. Who was the cross from? It was from Marco Reus, the captain. Took a deflection across the face of goal, and then Sevilla, well, they didn't want to risk it. They decided to put it behind for a corner. I think this is Dortmund's first corner of the game. We're at the midway point of the first half, and you just tuned in. 2 goals, both goals from either side. And there's an injury here for, I think it's Guerrero. Oh no, it's Akanji, sorry. Akanji on the ground at the moment, which doesn't look good. They're just showing the showing the Roos cross again from another angle, and the Sevilla defender, which I think is Kounde. Is it Kounde? No, it's Gomez. What am I saying? It comes off Gomez, but like pretty much just there, like just there, I'd say. But he had it tucked in, so I don't think you can give it as a penalty if they did look back. But I don't think the ref, they're taking a corner, so I don't think there was even going to be a VAR check on that, which is good, because you know, when you've got it tucked in, what can you do in the air? You can't just expect to know where to put your arms in place. You can't control it all the time. Corner comes in. Oh, headed away from Sevilla. Back on the left wing where the corner was taken. Oh, this looks like a good run. Is this Sancho? Brings it into the box. Cleared away for a throw-in on the far side. And all of a sudden, Sevilla are the team having to be careful here to not let go of a 1-0 lead so quickly into the game. Kounde with the equaliser for Dortmund. If you haven't already, do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. Give the stream a like if you're enjoying it. Always appreciate the support. We're at 353 subscribers at the moment. We'd love to reach 360 or 355 tonight. Let's try and get 2 more subscribers. We would love that. Sorry, I was just adjusting the green screen settings. Just need a bit of lighting, I think, then I should be alright with that green screen. Well, it seems to be a collision between the Sevilla and Dortmund player. Both players will be fine. The referee in between them, standing right next to them, helping them get themselves up with both of his hands. It's like dealing with 2 kids who've just ran into each other. And I'm to grab them and say, your knee will be better, don't worry. Kiss on the knee. Here's HAALAND on the edge of the box. Sancho to HAALAND, he's got it! And I think he's got it, yep, it's 2-1. HAALAND with another goal to his career, just as he always does. It's a great goal. It's a Sancho link-up, I think, in the edge of the box. And the Sevilla defence are all wondering how on earth did that go in. It's a great goal. What a goal that is for Dortmund. What a comeback as well. It didn't take them long, did it? They were 1-0 down after 5-6 minutes. But there we go then, HAALAND with the run onto the edge of the box. I think it was Bellingham at the end. It was Bellingham, I think. Again, I've got a small screen. Yeah, it was Bellingham with the pass. No, it was Sancho. I'm sorry. Comes off. It's Sancho. So Sancho gets it through to HAALAND, and I think he's onside as well. It's a great run. Look at it, if you get the chance. Sancho link-up play to HAALAND. It's a fantastic goal. That's great team goal, and Terzic absolutely loving it. And so is his coaching staff. Don't blame him, it's a great goal. Nice fast-paced goal. That's what we like to see. I like to see that. Some fast-paced football. It's too technical sometimes for me. Sevilla, you know, a Spanish team that are probably known for that. I don't watch Sevilla enough to really comment, but Spanish football is known for that. 2-1, what a game. Dortmund were 1-0 down as well. What a game. Was it any surprise HAALAND was going to score tonight? You can certainly put a bet on him. So it was HAALAND getting the second goal in the 27th minute. Let us know your thoughts on the goal. Who's impressed you so far in this game? got to hand it to Dortmund. They've been so dominant since they went a goal down. Here they come again, though. Oh, they'd love to find another one. They'd love to get a third away goal. Ooh, outside foot shot there. Takes a deflection and it's comfortably picked up by the Sevilla goalkeeper. And Sevilla would hate to go 3-1 down. Despite the form that they're on, it doesn't mean anything in this game, it seems. Amir Simsik saying Dortmund, FCB, 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 FCB. He keeps typing that, Amir. Is that FCB as in Barcelona, or? I think he's pretty much just trolling the live chat page. Who's your team, Amir? He just keeps going. Now here is Sevilla on the right wing. The first time they've attacked for a while, actually. Still on the right wing. So looking at the stats, total attempts 3-2 for Dortmund and then 2-1 on target with Sevilla. So both teams who've had it on target have scored goals in this game. If only it was like that in every game, in terms of a two-sided game. Every time they went on target, went in, it would just make it so much more exciting. But what a turnaround. You know, we all thought Dortmund, if they were going to go 1-0 down early on, it could be a long night for them just because of their form at the moment. But Terzic, you could see the punch in the air, the relief in him so far that they're 2-1 up. See, this is what I mean by Dortmund. They are just as nearly good as Bayern Munich when they turn it on, but it's very rare. Bayern Munich are known that with their fast-paced attacking, and their final finish is just amazing with Muller, Lewandowski, Gnabry, Sane. You know, there's so many options that they have at Bayern Munich, and no wonder they're one of the best teams in the world. But Dortmund can do it if they get it right as well, and it's such a shame they're not really going for the title this season. Instead, they've gone a step backwards. It's a real shame. Instead, they're having to try and fight and stay in the Champions League for next season. Well, they could just win this instead, win the competition, but that would be very difficult. And Haaland with a shot. Oh, what a save! Haaland's on fire tonight. He's up for this. Picks it up, down, low pass to the edge of the box. Doesn't think about it. He just gets on with it. Takes the shot of his left boot, and the goalkeeper had to tip the ball over the crossbar. It's a fantastic strike. Good save at the end by Bono, the Sevilla goalkeeper. It's going to be a corner on the far side, and at this moment in time, Sevilla are really on the back foot, and Dortmund are doing everything they can to get as many away goals as they can. Ball comes in, and I think it's come off a Sevilla head, and it's gone behind for another Dortmund corner. I think this is their third corner of the game. Never ever leave Haaland on his own up front. That is the one man you mark for sure. Haaland's up against his opponent who's so much smaller than him. Ball comes in, oh, and it's a miss hit. Goes way over the bar from Matt Hummels at the end, which he was free in the box. Came across everyone, and it came to him, but he completely miskicked it. It took a bounce before it went towards the target and went way over the bar. Just over 10 minutes to go. Dortmund 2, Sevilla 1. Let us know your thoughts of the game so far. Who's impressed you the most? Just trying to move my phone so that I can watch the game at a better angle. That might do it. Dortmund have a throw in inside their own half. Let's double check the score lines in the other games while it's a bit quiet at the moment. FC Porto still 1-0 up against Juventus, and they went a goal ahead within 2 minutes after a mistake by one of the Juventus players. Played the ball back into his own box, which I've not seen the goal, but Tuemi scored. But that's what I was told by Seb True in the live chat page, which is covered by FCB for Amir Simsik at the moment, which I'd imagine he's celebrating a goal from that game. I'm not sure. I don't know. And of course it's 2-1 here between Sevilla and Dortmund. And actually, Sevilla tried to play a long ball across the field, and Guerrero heads it out for a corner, which he's a bit frustrated with himself. He thinks he could have done something else after he did it. Anyway, Sevilla have a corner. They could just do with some more presence up front, because they've been quiet since the opening goal. Comes in to the front post. And a volley, oh, well blocked, and actually takes a deflection. There's a header, and Hitz has got there, no problem. That was a great volleyed effort, which if it didn't take a block, it would have been a challenge for Hitz to keep that one out. I think it would have gone in. Took the chance. Oh, it was looking like it was going to go for the top corner of the net. Or it could have been really wide. I'm not the best at angles. Still 2-1 Dortmund. It's been 22 minutes into the Everton-Man City game so far, and that's all square at the moment. Man City bidding to go 10 points clear, which, as a United fan, I really hope they don't. If I'm going to be truthfully honest. Actually, I didn't see the lineup for Man City, but they've got Jesus up front, I believe, with Sterling and Mahrez. Aguero is available on the bench. I don't know if he has been in the last few games, but that's news to me. Of course, imagine what City could do if even Aguero still up front. He's that experience and the goals he has in the Premier League since he joined about, was it 2010? So, I need to get an iPad. I've got a very small phone screen that I rely on these streams at the moment. Emir Simsik saying ha 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 ha. I still want to know what FCB means, man. Is it FC Barcelona? I'm not sure. Anyway, here comes Sevilla with a cross. Had to go behind for a corner. It was a low ball cross, and it was Marco Reus who made the block from, we all remember, Jesus Navas back at Man City in the Premier League. He's now there right back at Sevilla. I didn't really rate him at Man City. To be honest with you, I've never rated him that highly. I'm not saying he's not a bad player. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I don't think he made much of a difference for Man City in his time there. But if I'm wrong, do tell me. Don't think he's a player many people remember really at Man City compared to the other players that were there. And it's going to be a free kick for Dortmund. Just about under 5 minutes to go till we reach half time. De Hood and HAALAND scoring the goals for Dortmund straight after Suso scored for Sevilla. Here come Dortmund again. Yes, again more fast pace. Sancho dealt with by one of the Sevilla defenders. And it's going to be a throw-in for Dortmund at the midway point of Sevilla's half. Dortmund already getting 2 away goals is such a bonus ahead of the home leg. And I think their home leg in the next game is going to be in Dortmund. I think anyone in Spain can travel to Germany at the moment. It's just the English can't travel to Germany. Hence why RB Leipzig versus Liverpool was in Budapest. Of course, let us know your thoughts in the live chat page. What are your thoughts on this game so far? I mean, you won't see the comment because it's probably been blocked by YouTube. I don't have any control on that, but Emir Simsik saying you're gay. I mean, I'm not, but even if I was, is there any shame in that? Nope. Maybe you're just gay. And Sevilla, defensive at the moment. I think really for them, they could do with half-time. It was a good start for them. But it's going to end badly in this first half. And oh dear, they're in trouble here. They've given the ball away. It's 3 against 3. Surely HAALAND, he's done it. HAALAND's made it 3-1. What a night it is for him. He just can't stop scoring, can he? It's 2 goals for HAALAND. Sevilla 1, Dortmund 3. And Sevilla were caught when they were trying to get away from their own half. Lose the ball. And oh dear, they could not deal with it. And Dortmund 3 against 3. Roche with the pass to HAALAND, I think it was. And HAALAND slotting it home. And he just does not miss when he gets the chance, does he? So Marco Reus on the run. It's just like the Mbappe goal. The Sevilla players going round Marco Reus. And then it frees up HAALAND in the box to slot it home once he receives the pass. And again, HAALAND just does this thing of the moment it comes to him, he just takes the kick. He doesn't think about it. There's so many players that could learn from that. And Sevilla are in trouble. They really do need half-time. Sevilla 1, Dortmund 3. But HAALAND, just like Mbappe last night, is showing the world what he's capable of. And he's just so good to watch. He could get a hat-trick tonight. Sprechen C. Fussball saying super run from HAALAND. It's a great run. It's a great. I mean, the run in that first goal as well was a great goal. You know, I didn't know much about his pace, HAALAND, but he's shown it tonight, definitely. Fantastic football. German football showing Spanish football how to do it. I hate Spanish football with a vengeance. I know that sounds really wrong or rude, but Spanish football is so boring to watch in terms of the style. I can't be doing with the tiki-taka. I want to see it going forward straight away. I want to see pace on it, which can be a big demand, but God, it's so much more threatening. And Dortmund have shown that tonight. And Sevilla trying to get a cross in. There's been 1 minute of added time. And hits the goalkeeper, picks it up comfortably, and the Sevilla manager doesn't look happy. He's got his arms folded, and the Erling Haaland stats: total attempts 3, on target 3, 2 goals. He's so good. He's so good. Me and my brother have been talking about Haaland for quite a few months now. He's being linked to all the big clubs, as you'd imagine, for someone like him. Real Madrid, Man City, Man United, Chelsea, all sorts of clubs. And me and Chris, who is my brother, we are big Man United fans, and I don't know if he'll ever come to United. I'm not sure. I mean, his dad played for Man City, so that might play into an effect. But he's just so good. Anyway, referee has blown the whistle for half-time. And Dortmund in pole position for the next round if they can carry on like this in the second half. If they could get more away goals, this could be well and truly done before the second leg. 3 away goals, 3 goals against Sevilla after being 1-0 down just 7 minutes in from Suso, but that didn't bother Dortmund despite the form that they've been in the league. They've started out fresh tonight. They've looked at this competition as maybe a nice escapism from the Bundesliga. Sevilla 1, Dortmund 3. And let us know your thoughts in this group, in the live chat page. If you've been watching the game, feel free to ask me any questions. If you haven't already, do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. We're at 353 subscribers at the moment. We would love to get to 355, 360 in the next few days, or even tonight if possible. I mean, of course, the one thing I always forget is that you do have away goals, and I think there has. I'm probably wrong, but I'm sure there has been talks of it being scrapped, which I don't know. I don't know what to think of away goals. You love it when your team's got them, but then you hate it when you lose. Let's say you lose. Well, let's say the aggregate score after both legs it's at 4-4, and they somehow have more away goals. And to lose like that, it's kind of cruel. It's a bit unfair. I know that's the whole point of away goals, to determine the winner if there's a draw. But I don't agree with it. I don't know. It's hard. It makes games really exciting. It makes games exciting. We've seen a lot of good comebacks in matches in the last few years. Barcelona over PSG, Liverpool over Barcelona, Tottenham over Ajax. You know, despite how hard it is to get there, it's not bad. So half time then, as you can tell. Sevilla 1, Dortmund 3. Sprechen Sai Fußball has got back and has said, proper hold my beer moment from Haaland here after watching Mbappe mauling Barcelona last night. Absolutely. You know, it really is a reminder of I'm one of the best strikers in the world as well, definitely. And he's also said that without away goals, every away team would go out playing for a draw. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. It's made a lot of games more exciting, especially in the second legs. And as I mentioned before, the comebacks that we've seen in the last few years has made it really exciting. And yeah, of course, we don't have it in the final. And it may, I honestly think Champions League finals should be 2 legs as well. I don't see why it can't be. Have it at home and away. And make that even more exciting. I think the final would be more exciting because I think the last few years there has been some boring finals compared to the semis and the quarters. I don't see why not. Of course, the schedule of football now is incredibly hectic, as it's shown that when COVID is cancelled, you just don't know where there's space to move it to, where there's spare time for these teams and for competitions and all that. But I just think they could do it within a week. Have the home team, then the away game, home game, away game for both teams, and just do the away goal rule with that. And I think you're going to get just as good as of a game than you did with the semis and the quarters and all that. If they were just as entertaining. I mean, it's like last night. PSG have won that first game 4-1. I'm not saying Barca will come back, but you just never know, do you? Especially under Messi. And last time they were 4 goals behind. Not this time it's 3 goals. Who knows? I can't see it happening. They've been pretty poor this season, but we'll see. And Sprechen Sai Fußball has also said Mourinho used to specialise at that. Yeah, exactly. Mourinho showed that with Inter Milan, and I think that's when the whole park the bus style was born, which was the Champions League semi-finals in 2010. And I remember, I think it was 3-1 in the first leg. Inter Milan won 3-1 and Barcelona got an away goal. And literally the whole game they just parked the bus. There was never really big moments from Inter Milan. I can't remember if Inter scored. I don't think they did. I think they had maybe one moment where they should have got a goal, but even so, it didn't matter at the end. They still won. But it didn't get exciting in that game until the last 10 minutes because out of nowhere, Gerard Piqué scored an absolute cracking finish in the box, which no one knew he had that kind of style or skill to do it by switching the ball away from the goalkeeper and the defender nearby and then scoring. And then literally it made the last few minutes really interesting because it was 3-2 on aggregate and Inter had no away goals yet, while Barca did from the first leg. But luckily for Mourinho, the park the bus tactic worked. Pep Guardiola could not get the goals he needed, and they went out as defending champions. And Inter Milan went to the final. They did what they had to do to beat Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich weren't that great. Couldn't deal with Inter that night, and they lost 2-0. So yeah, Mourinho's still. Problem is with Mourinho, he's never really adapted, has he? I think he's a great manager, Mourinho. I still think he is, but I just think he needs to change one or two things. His style of football needs changing. He's still a great manager. He just, sadly, he hasn't changed dramatically, in a way. Some managers have been able to make changes and have tried different things, and it's either worked or it hasn't. But I think that's the whole point of the word adapting. You've got to try it to see if it will improve. So we're pretty much just waiting until the second half will begin, which will be in a few minutes' time. And they're just showing the replay of I've only just seen this now, the first time Porto getting the goal at Juventus. Oh, it's literally a pass back to, I think it was trying to get it passed back to Buffon. Oh, it's a terrible mistake. No, it's Szczęsny in goal, sorry. Szczęsny's in goal tonight for Juventus. Oh dear. And it could have been avoided. But HAALAND is definitely the headline at the moment. Let's go through the latest scores in the other game. Oh, and it's an interesting one at Goodison Park. 41 minutes in, and Man City are 1-1 at Everton. Phil Foden opening the scoring, and then 5 minutes straight after his goal, Richarlison equalises 8 minutes before half time. So, interesting game going on there, which, if anyone wants to see the title race come back and actually be still interested and open, I think a lot of neutral fans, and especially United fans and Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans, Leicester fans, will be hoping that Man City might lose that game in hand, because if they win that game in hand, they go 10 points clear, and really you'd expect them to win the title from there on. There was actually some games in the Scottish Premiership. Celtic won, Aberdeen 0. So despite the fact that Celtic are now 15 points behind Rangers, at least they can say they got a win. Don't think that's really going to make much difference in the league title race. And the other English Premier League game that I was on earlier, it was Burnley 1, Fulham 1. And that was a draw between the two sides just fighting to stay in the league for next season, which Burnley are a lot more comfortable right now than Fulham. Fulham still in the relegation zone, 6 points behind Newcastle, I think, from the top of my head. And they had that game in hand tonight, so Fulham could have done the win. Still a few games to go, though. They've got still opportunities left in them, and they've definitely got better, Fulham, in the last few games. First few weeks in the season was difficult for them, very, very difficult. But they've adapted well, and I think Scott Parker has done very well since he's been manager of Fulham to get them up as well. Fear the playoffs against Brentford, who Brentford in my eyes should have. Everyone expected Brentford to win that game, but Fulham got the goals when it needed. Let's have a look at the other scores. St Mirren 1, Hamilton 1 in the other Scottish Premiership game. That's finished at 1-1. The latest scores in the Championship, there's 2 games going. One in the second half is Barnsley 0, Blackburn Rovers 0. And then just 2 minutes to go until half time. It's AFC Bournemouth 1, Rotherham United 0. League 1. 2 games that took place earlier this evening. Wigan Athletic 0, Hull City 5. Big scoreline there. Did anyone get a hat-trick in that game? Oh, there was as well. Milik Wilkes hat-trick. Lewis Potter getting a goal as well, and so did Mag Ennis. There's actually, Doncaster Rovers 0, Accrington Stanley 1, that's finished, and that's a low-scoring affair when you compare it to the Hull City game. Smith getting the goal in that one. League 2, it's finished as well. Mansfield 2, Bolton Wanderers 3. No hat-trick there for Bolton. 3 different goal scorers. And the EFL Trophy, which I don't know if you know, but I found this out at work the other day, but it's actually now called the Papa John's Trophy. So they always change it, don't they? I think it was once Johnston Paint Trophy. It's been all sorts of names. It's pretty bad. Anything to get your sponsor up, but I guess when you run a company and you want to get a sponsor on a cup, you couldn't care really. Looks pretty good for the company. Sunderland 1, Lincoln City 1 in that, and Sunderland won 5-3 on penalties. I don't know how the EFL Trophy even works anymore. It's changed so much since I last cared about it, because I used to follow Crewe Alexandra and help out with the hospital radio there. And that was when the EFL Trophy was just between League 1 and League 2 teams, but now they've got Premier League youth teams involved, which it's good experience for them. And in all fairness, they don't really get that far. It's normally just group stages for them. Maybe 1 or 2 get out into the knockout stages, but that's it. So I think a lot of people were worried about it first, worried that the academy team might take over, but no. It's just, I think really they did it just so that they've got more experience and more games in them before they try and get themselves into a senior team. Not a bad idea. I think at first it was easy to hate the idea, but no one likes change. Actually, it looks as though the Dortmund players and the Sevilla players are about to come out for the second half. HAALAND just talking to Emre, Can, and Sancho in the tunnel with Bellingham nearby. 2 minutes to go. It's 1-1 at Everton. 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 2 minutes to go. It's 1-1 at And you could see from HAALAND's face language that he wants to get the best out of his teammates before they go out there again. (3-1). I don't think many Dortmund fans were expecting that when they went 1-0 down after 7 minutes. So we're just getting ready for the second half to begin, and I think Sevilla are making a substitution. Yep, they are. They're making one substitution from the half-time break. And it's Gulay who's coming on. And he has replaced Rakitic. Rakitic, the ex-Barcelona player who won the Champions League with Barcelona in 2015. Neymar, Messi and Suarez in that front three to win it for them. What a year and what a team and what a season for that Barcelona team. And that is the last time they actually won the Champions League. So here we go then. Kick off for the second half. Let us know your thoughts on the live chat page. How do you think this first leg is going to finish? And already Dortmund going deep into Sevilla's half, just seconds into the game. Of course, if you're wondering what the lineups are, the main 11 lineups for both teams on the scroll text below of your screen. But if you want to find out the full squad, which is the substitutions available for Dortmund and Sevilla, that's in the description below. So Hits having to make a big clearance, a bit under pressure there from the Sevilla forward line. Do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport if you haven't already. Do click the subscribe button for us. We'd really appreciate it, as we're now at 353 subscribers. And our aim is to get to 355 or 360 in the next few days, hopefully, or even tonight. I think the one thing I definitely need to buy is a ring light. If anyone knows the best kind of light to get for green screens, that would be very much appreciated. Is it something that I can do on the Mac USB maybe? Who knows? Oh, and there's going to be a free kick here for Sevilla. And it's now 2-0 to FC Porto. Moraga, just literally a minute into the second half, has scored for them. So FC Porto 2-0 up against Juventus, which doesn't surprise me because Juventus they just haven't been that great this season, despite the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo is in that team. But he is getting on, let's not forget. Dortmund have had to put the ball behind for a Sevilla corner, their first corner of the second half. It's taken on the far side. He cuts in, beats one man, takes a deflection off one of the Dortmund players, and luckily that deflection didn't find the back of the net, but instead it'll be a corner for Sevilla. I think it came off the head of Matt Hummels. Now taken on the near side. Swings it in, dealt with by Sancho, and it's out of the box and out for a throw-in for Sevilla. Sevilla 1, Dortmund 3. HAALAND with a brace in the first half. That's our headline on our title. I've had to change it to that. You can't not recognise that. Anyway, here come Dortmund again. HAALAND trying to get through, but is stopped by the Sevilla defender. It's intercepted. It's now on the halfway line. It's with Navas. And it goes onto the far side of the field. So FC Porto doing well to avoid any away goals from Juventus before the second leg, which I'd imagine will be in Turin. I don't really know what the travel arrangements are like for that game. But Turin is actually hosting a match tomorrow night. Not for Juventus, of course, but for Man United and Real Sociedad, which is Real Sociedad's home game? Yes, I think it is. Yeah, because I think, again, United, well, any English teams cannot go to Spain. Yeah, it's in Real Sociedad. But yeah, I think Real Sociedad will be able to go to United. It's so stupid. Yeah, it's at Old Trafford, the reverse fixture next week on the 25th of Feb. Half-time between Everton and Manchester City. 1-1, one apiece. Foden opening the scoring after 32 minutes, and then Richarlison with an equaliser 5 minutes later. I think it's just anything but a City win. City just haven't stopped, have they? They've won, I think, is it 13, 14 games in a row? Quite incredible, and that is literally the form you need to win the league. If you're near the top and you need to just separate yourself from others, that's all you need to do. It's such a simple thing to say, but that is how the league works. It's all about consistency and beating all the teams around you, which Man City have done that. Oh, and Bellingham's just been fouled, and it's a free kick for Dortmund in their own half. Sevilla could just do with getting themselves a goal back here. Otherwise they'll have a lot to do when they go to Dortmund. Which, thankfully for Sevilla, they don't have to deal with the yellow wall atmosphere. So instead it'll be an empty Dortmund ground, which I think Dortmund have really missed. Because they haven't been, their league season just hasn't been great. They're outside the Champions League places. And I know it seems daft, but if they struggle to get Champions League, they could try and win the Champions League and get in. Because of course, if you win the Champions League, you get a place into the final 32 for next season, which I don't think anyone's really got them on the cards to do it, sadly. Definitely outsiders. I think actually maybe the favourite. I think the favourites when I last checked in the bookies. On the bookies websites, I think it's Man City who are favourites to win the Champions League, which if they are to be successful, would be their first ever European Cup. I mean, I hope that doesn't happen as a United fan speaking. Sevilla, not really sure what that attack was. It came down to the right wing. I think he tried to get across, and there was no one in the box anyway, and it took no deflection, didn't even reach the goal area at the end, and it's a goal kick for Dortmund. I think Dortmund would be happy just to end the game at this scoreline. If they have moments, they'll take it, but 3-1 is a good scoreline away from home. Thanks for tuning in. If you've only just came on, you've missed Erling Haaland brace in the first half. 2 goals to his name, along with De Hood, who scored as well. He opened the scoring for Dortmund by getting the equaliser not long after Suso opened the scoring for Sevilla on the 7th minute. Oh, and Dortmund have lost the ball here, deep in their own half. Well, they get back and deal with it at the end, and it's going to be a throw for Sevilla. An interception which was dangerous, which Sevilla did in the first half by letting themselves get intercepted, and that made it 3-1 to Dortmund. Navas, oh, his pass wasn't complete and it's intercepted. Yet again, Dortmund with that fast pace. It's with Sancho on the left wing. He's got a few yellow bodies around him to help him. It's with Bellingham now on the left wing, playing nearby. Sancho, I love the name, but it sounds like it's named after a crisp. If you're going to come up with something that was rivaling Doritos, it has to be Sancho. But then would Jadon Sancho have rights? As in to say, you can't name a company after me. And it looks as though Sevilla are going to make 3 substitutions. They've already made one, which was at half time. And straight away Sevilla aren't taking any risks. They want to put on fresh legs as early as they can. As I said, all it takes is a goal from Sevilla and they are back in it. They just want to close that gap going to Dortmund. Of course, they will have their chance in the second leg to get away goals. But Dortmund here, already getting 3 of them in the first half. 10 minutes into the second half, Sevilla 1, Dortmund 3. Of course, we are planning to do some live watch-alongs this weekend. We're planning to do the Bayern Munich versus Frankfurt game on Saturday in the Bundesliga, which will be an interesting game because Bayern Munich ended up with a shock draw at home, which they had to come back from. They were 2-0 down, then they got it back to 2-1, I think it was, then 3-1, then they got it back to 3-0. It was a great game, and it was snowing heavily in the first half at the Allianz Arena. And they could only get a draw, which is a good weekend for RB Leipzig, who got a win. And Frankfurt, who got a win. And Frankfurt on good form, they're in the top 3. So, and it's at Frankfurt, so it could be a very good game to watch with us on Saturday. And then we may do another game straight after, which is Schalke versus Dortmund, a little derby for you there. 5:30 kickoff on Saturday. But the one game we're definitely not missing on the Sunday at 2 o'clock UK time, it's the Milan derby. AC Milan versus Inter Milan at the San Siro. How many more Milan derbies are they going to have at the San Siro? It'd be really sad when that stadium is no more, because of course that is the plan. They are going to close it in a year or 2. I don't know what year, but it's annoying because with COVID happening as well, I really wanted to go and see the San Siro, but I don't know if we'll get the chance. Actually, let's find out when the San Siro is going. Here we go. Oh, that's it's a bit depressing to even Google it. San Siro demolition. Yeah, it's meant to be demolished for a new 60,000 stadium. Straight to the hands of Hits there. Poor effort from the Sevilla winger to get a cross in. Trying to find out if there is I can't see anything to say that there's a date or anything. Of course, I'd imagine they're using the San Siro, of course, for the rest of the season. It's a bit annoying, though, really, isn't it, to demolish that stadium just to have a stadium that's even smaller, because the San Siro has a capacity of around 80,000. Here come Dortmund. It's with HAALAND. Oh, he's lost it. Lost the ball. Which Sevilla have done a little bit better in the second half against HAALAND, as they've intercepted the ball off him twice already. There's no date. I think it's a shame they want to demolish it. It's not because of safety, is it? Apparently the Italian Heritage Authority concluded earlier last year that the San Siro has no cultural interest and can be demolished. What? How can you say that? Oh, here we go then. Triple substitution for Sevilla. And this is going to be some substitution. So Suso coming off for De Jong. De Jong, a hero for Sevilla in the Europa League final last year, getting 2 goals. The next substitution. Munar coming on for En-Nesyri. Sometimes it's hard to update the substitutions. Oh, I think I've missed the third one. No, Torres is coming on for Gomez. So it really is changes on the front line for Sevilla. They clearly want to just save this tie and get some goals. Well, it's been a bit quiet. It's a quarter of an hour into this game and it's not been much action from both ends really. Sevilla have had the ball a bit more, but not really brought anything to the game up front. Yeah, the San Siro going, that would be a real shame. But how could you say there's no cultural interest? It's got such history, you know. It hosted the 1990 World Cup, Italian 90. Many Milan derbies. It did the Champions League final 5 years ago, in 2016. Well, Bellingham fouled again. And it's a free kick, but it's only in Dortmund's half. And Sevilla are putting some pressure high up now. Sevilla, they've intercepted on the halfway line, and this could suss out Dortmund. But as I say that, they've done all that, and they've picked it up. Well, as I say, they intercepted on the halfway line, and they've gone back to their own half, back to their own box. So, just don't get that. If you're going to intercept, you may as well try and get the pace going straight away and try and get the opponents tired. Do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. That's almost, he's done a good job, I think, tonight. They've just brought up the ball possession so far. 61% for Sevilla. Dortmund have 39%. Sounds about right for the second half so far. Dortmund with the throw-in. It's down the left wing to HAALAND, and his pass towards Marco Reus is intercepted on the halfway line. Just under half an hour to go. Sevilla 1, Dortmund 3. Good long ball out to Navas on the right wing. His cross stopped by the first man, and I think it's a corner. It's Guerrero with the block. It was a good block. It was a good long ball across to Navas on the right wing. Yep, it is going to be a corner on the near side, and it will be Jordan to take for Sevilla. Takes the corner. I don't know what that was. That was not sure what they were trying to do with that one. It went out to the edge of the box, and just nothing from it. course, there's Champions League football next week, which I have to remind myself who's playing. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, and Sevilla's shot. Instead, it took the last touch off Emery Can, I think, and it's just gone wide past the near post. And Sevilla were just inches away from getting their second goal and getting back into this game, but they have a corner. And it comes in. Only headed away by Dortmund. I'll mention the fixtures coming up in the Champions League for next week in a few moments once we see what happens here with Sevilla. It's just outside the centre circle in Dortmund's half. Now on the right hand side, it's chipped long into the box. In the air, headed out and cleared away by the Dortmund defence. And it's going to be a throw-in for Dortmund. So as that game pauses for a moment, next week there's some good games, and the one game I'm really looking forward to is that Atletico Madrid against Chelsea next Tuesday at 8 o'clock, because Atletico Madrid, great team, top of La Liga, 6 points clear from, I think it's Real Madrid, their city rivals. But they're up against Chelsea, who, according to my mate Jack, who we all know is a Chelsea fan on our channel, still doesn't rate them despite the fact that they're winning games. But maybe this is a positive for Tuchel, that even when they're not great, Tuchel can still get them to win games. Imagine what they could be like when Tuchel's got the players he wants and the squad that he wants once he's had a few games under his belt and knows what to deal with. You know, he's experienced, he's been with Dortmund and PSG, so the guy knows a few things in the management business. So I think Tuchel could change things for Chelsea. I think he could get in the Champions League football. Be interested to see what he does in the Champions League from next week. Oh, Dortmund have lost the ball just outside their box. And at the end, Sevilla have had the possession, but they just don't show that threat. And how many teams do that in football? Quite a lot. While Dortmund have taken their chances every time they've been given it. Big difference. So much more clinical. It's all about fine margins in games like this. Here they come again, Sevilla. On the right hand side. I'm not really sure what to do with it. They're just passing it around, and there's only one man on the edge of the box waiting for something to happen. Just all that passing like a line outside the box, which you could do for so long, but it's just, you know, by that time you do. I mean, look, after all that, it's just gone behind for a goal kick. It's just, like I say, I'm not a manager, I'm not a coach, I'm not an expert in terms of that. I just see what I just talk about what I see, but it's not exactly entertaining. It's not exactly doing anything for me. Which, as a United fan, when watching that semi-final last year in the Europa League between Sevilla and United, both teams just lacked goals, and it was Sevilla who got the goals at the end. It was a boring game, if I can remember. Similar style. But if you're going to play Spanish football in England, don't. Do that. Go to La Liga if you want to play like that. So no goals in this second half so far. HAALAND looking for that hat-trick. Oh, excuse me. Didn't mean to yawn. It does get quite warm in my house at night. It's been getting warmer outside, if anyone's noticed. Where I am, northwest of England, it's been getting warmer. Especially for my morning walks, it's gone a lot warmer. Not been needing to wear a big coat. Oh, and the game has been paused. Some of the Dortmund and Sevilla players having words with each other. No, I mean, it's a great tackle from Can. He tackles from behind and wins the ball, and I don't think the Sevilla player who lost the ball liked that. Oh, it was a hide studs effort on Chan at the end as revenge from that tackle, and that's why Dortmund won the free kick. And Terzic, who was watching on from the sidelines, was celebrating the tackle from Chan. Clearly high spirits there at the moment with Dortmund, which is exactly what they needed after the results they've been getting in the Bundesliga, where they've been pretty inconsistent. If you be sure to subscribe to Let's Talk Sport, do subscribe, click subscribe, and who knows, you could become our 354th member. We're at 353 subscribers at the moment, and we would love to get to 355 before the end of this stream. Give us a like as well. So Sevilla on the halfway line. Just about to reach 70 minutes. 20 minutes to go. Sevilla haven't been able to get a goal since they opened the scoring. And at the moment they have 3 away goals against them from Dortmund. Here's Sancho. So far, good run on the left wing, keeps it in play. Oh, and nicely protected, nice ball through. Oh, Sevilla defender just gets there and makes an important interception. He was the last man back as well. And they would not like to have gone 4-1 down. Here comes HAALAND. I think that's with Rose, goes for goal. Oh dear, it doesn't actually go near the goal at the end. It's still in play though, it's outside the box. I think Bellingham will go for goal. It's well saved. Oh, HAALAND. Oh, I think he's offside at the end. Yes, he is. And he kicks it out of play. The ball's going all over the place in that box. Took a deflection, I think, their first shot, and the goalkeeper luckily made the save. I think with that shot, it made HAALAND offside anyway. So I think even if I had found the net, the goal wouldn't have counted. And of course, VAR is available for these Champions League games. I think Sevilla are ready to make their 5th and final substitution. Yep, they're about to make it. Who's coming off and who's coming on? And it's Jordan coming off for Oscar Rodriguez. And I think that is all their substitutions, if my maths is good, because I think in the Champions League they can do 5 substitutions. Meanwhile, it's a free kick for Sevilla, just outside the box on the left-hand side, and it's a yellow card for Hummels, I think. I think that's the first booking of the tie. Yeah, Hummels went in like that. Not an elbow, but with his arms like that towards the back of the Sevilla player. And it wasn't really necessary from Hummels. And the Sevilla boss is just looking stressed as hell. He's sitting in the dugout at the moment. He's literally doing this, just rubbing his forehead just above his eyes. He looks very unhappy, looks very stressed. If they could get a goal from this free kick here, then who knows? They'll certainly be back in the tie. So there's about 4 or 5 Dortmund players forming that wall at the moment. There's 2 of them behind the ball for Sevilla. Free kick's taken. Oh, it's well saved by Hitz. Somehow he kept it out. It was going for the top left corner of the net, and he does a nice little smirk. as it's gone out of play. I'm not sure what happened at the end. I think he made the save. It was a save. Oh, I think that was called for offside. Oh, it hit the post. I think he made the save and then it hit the inside post, but then stayed out. Oh, he didn't save it. Even from that smirk, I thought he saved it. It just hit it pretty much hit the inside post and just didn't cross the line. What a chance that was to go back a goal behind. Meanwhile, Seville just putting another cross into the box, and instead it's headed towards the goalkeeper of hits from one of his defenders, and he'll take his time bouncing the ball in his box. They're showing the free kick again. It goes over the wall, nicely taken. Oh, it hits the inside post, and then it hits his right arm on the way out, which I don't think it made any difference either way. It wasn't going in. It's a great effort though. But Sevilla know that they needed that to have found the net. Here they are again, Sevilla. Just over a quarter of an hour to go. They just need at least one goal, don't they? I mean, for them to lose at home is not good anyway. But they just need just a goal gap between the two sides. I mean, either way, they're going to have to score 3 goals either tonight or in the next game. So they've got a big task to do if it stays at this in the second leg. I think Dortmund has shut up shop here. I think they're happy to just stay defending for the next quarter of an hour. They haven't done much up front in the second half, which is a shame for HAALAND if he doesn't get any more goals. He would love to get the match ball tonight. He's got 2 goals tonight. Trying to match what Mbappe did last night in the new camp, which was on Let's Talk Sport. Mbappe just reminding us why he is one of the best players in the world right now, and at such a young age as well. He's already a World Cup winner. It's fantastic. Navas loses the ball after picking up a long ball from the opposite side of the field. It's now with Sancho, and I think Dortmund are finally going to make their first substitution once the ball goes out of play. It's a throw-in, and I think this is going to be the substitution. Here we go then. Not sure who's come off. Not even sure who's come on. Oh, so Guerrero's come off for Paslak. So that's Dortmund's first substitution of the night, I'm sure. We're not doing any Europa League watch-alongs tomorrow night. In case you're wondering, we're going to have the night off, I think. Let's double check what's going on in the other games. It's still Everton 1, Man City 1. An hour has been played in that game. I always find it weird seeing Premier League matches going on while the Champions League is on. Man City playing next week in the Champions League. Oh, header into the box, and Sevilla just can't. They just don't look like they're going to score. Sevilla. I just feel like their best chances are from set pieces at the moment. When they attack, it just doesn't come to anything. And it looks as though Dortmund are going to make a second substitution. Once the ball goes out of play, I'm sure they will. the Sevilla goalkeeper in his box. It's getting warm in this room. I think I might need to actually put the window open. Here we go then. Dortmund making the substitution. And it's Marco Reus coming off for Brandt. Marco Reus has had a good game tonight. He got the assist for the, at least for the third goal, which was HAALAND's. And it's 2-1 to Man City. And it's Mahrez who gets the second goal for the visitors. Weird Mahrez. A bit hit and miss at Man City, I think, for some people. But that just means if they can keep hold of that, it's another 3 points closer to the title. And they would go 10 points clear after they've played this game in hand, if they win as well. Everyone's hoping, apart from Man City, that there'll be an equaliser, I think, from Everton. 10 minutes to go here. Sevilla 1, Borussia Dortmund 3. HAALAND's just won a free kick on the left wing inside Sevilla's half from a handball off his opponent. HAALAND getting lined up in the box along with Bellingham. Sancho brings the ball in. It's a dangerous cross. HAALAND's there, and it's a Bicey kick from, is it Brandt or is it HAALAND? I get so mixed up with them. Oh, it was Brandt. I don't know why I do. They just look similar far distance on the pitch, and they have blonde hair, and they have at least the number 9 on their back. HAALAND with 9, Brandt with 19. Looking back at the replay, HAALAND was in a sandwich between two Sevilla defenders, so he couldn't really get out of it and do his bit. Here are the stats that have just come in now. 61% possession for Sevilla, 39% for Dortmund. So again, it's another typical game where a team with the most possession just can't do anything with it. You see that a lot in football. Oh, Sevilla lofting the ball deep into Dortmund's half. No good again. No good again. Spanish football can't deal with German football, I feel. Especially after what we saw last year. Let's just say I'd hate to be a Barcelona fan that night. HAALAND fouled, I think. Oh, we've got Connor Porter on the live chat page. Hey up, Connor. He says, evening, mate. Porto 2, Juventus 0. Do you feel like Juve need to score tonight for an away goal, or can they turn it around in a few weeks' time at home without the away goal? I can't see it. My problem is with Juventus is I've watched them a few times this season where they're just not convincing. Andre Pirlo, it's another typical position at the moment where he wouldn't be there if it wasn't for his name and being at the club in the past as a player. I just don't rate them. I watched them the other week against Inter in the, I think it was Coppa Italia in the first leg. I didn't watch the second leg. I know Juventus won the whole tie anyway, but you know, Ronaldo scored because of a penalty. This is when they were 1-0 down, by the way. I think Lukaku put them ahead. And Ronaldo got a penalty, and then in the second goal, he got a goal because there was a freakish moment between the keeper and the player outside the box. He picked up the ball, and it was an open goal. And he just got in at a tight angle. And I just think it was a good win away from home at the San Siro. but it's not convincing, and I'm not surprised. I mean, it's a shame the first goal was pretty much given to Porto when it was that pass back, from what I've seen. I've not seen the second goal, but FC Porto, you know. Oh, actually, just as we say that, Connor, they've got a goal back, Juventus. Oh, and Sevilla have got a goal as well. There's been goals galore in both games all of a sudden. And Sevilla have got that goal back. Finally, it's come from a free kick. It goes into the box. Oh, it's a good touch. Past hits the goalkeeper. And Dortmund are now just one goal ahead. I think the goal will stand. Was he offside? They'll probably have to check. No, he's not offside. He's fine. He's onside completely. I'll check the Juventus goal in a moment. But yeah, Juventus have got a goal back as well. So that's FC Porto 2, Juventus 1. But that's exactly what Sevilla needed after what had been a dreadful first half. We're just waiting for the game to kick off again. I think the referee's just double checking with the VAR team that it's all good to go. You didn't have to watch it again, it was obvious. So, Sevilla 2, Dortmund 3. I think for Dortmund, it would be still a good result no matter what, but if they could just hold on for 5 more minutes, then it's a win, and they've got the 3 away goals, and they would be ahead. So if it stays like this for the second leg, Sevilla would still need 2 goals. And here they come again, oh, a bit more pace in them. Oh, and they've got a free kick. This is what I mean. Get some pace at them. Run at them. Cause problems. Up against a team that's played for 85 minutes. Take them on. And look, they've got a free kick and have sorted out and have created problems for Dortmund. Brandt with the foul just outside the box, so it's going to come in from the left wing. And Connor says, never mind. Yep, they've got the away goal, so that's an important goal for Juventus. I think they'll take 2-1. I've not seen the game, of course, but I think with how it was going, being 2-0 down, they'll take that. An away goal is so important, especially in the first leg, of course. So Sevilla, it's the same man that took the free kick before that hit the inside post and stayed out. He takes it again this time. Oh, it's way over the bar. Oh, that was bad. Different angle for him, but even so, it was way off the target. Sevilla boss. He just looks stressed as hell, doesn't he? I remember him at the Europa League last season. Looked awful. Looked like he hadn't slept. 3-man wall for Dortmund to cover that near post, but it doesn't matter. I mean, overall, this has been a good first leg. I think it's a shame that... oh, hang on. Haaland's fruit. No, he doesn't get there. Comes off the Sevilla defender. His touch just stopped that run coming to him. Haaland still needs a hat-trick. He's got 3 minutes left. Ooh, and I think Sancho's been fouled there. Excuse me. Oh, I just muted the mic in time for that. Didn't want anyone else to hear that. Oh, hang on. Did I just see a red card? Oh, it was a kick on Sancho from Oscar Rodriguez. Oh, I mean, I can't see it being a red. No. It's a yellow. It's got to be. It was Rodriguez was one of the substitutes as well, so yeah, he's not been in the game for that long. Yellow card for him. 2 minutes to go. Let us know your thoughts on this game. Are you happy about the result, Dortmund fans, if it stays like this? Dortmund are making another substitution. Who is it? think this is their third change of the game. Oh, and it's Dahoud who's going to come off, and now Dahoud's the man that got Dortmund's equaliser, which, when you see the replay, it's a fantastic goal. He's coming off for Munir. So Sevilla looking for that equaliser going into the second leg. Cross comes in from Navas. It's a great cross. De Jong couldn't get there, and we know what De Jong can do in the air. We saw it in that Europa League final with those headers, and in the semis against United, if I can remember rightly. But instead, Dortmund have won the ball just inside their own half. Could this be their last attack before the end of the game? Sancho. Ooh. Stream just paused. That's not helpful. Oh, Brandt, Sancho, oh, just wide. Sancho going for the fourth goal of the night, couldn't find the target. He went for the bottom left corner of the net, but it was wide. And we're just about to reach the 94th official as given. Only 3 minutes of added time. Sounds about right. Hasn't been much pauses in this game. They're just showing a replay of HAALAND completely pushing Navas down to the ground. Navas is an ant compared to HAALAND. Ooh, cross comes in from Sevilla. They're looking for that equaliser. They've still got it. It's a low ball cross. Oh, no one there. Doesn't find any of the white players in the box. Here's Navas now on the right wing. Cross. Surely, could they? Oh, straight to Hitz. And Hitz will stay down on the ground for as long as he can with the ball. 2 minutes left of stoppage time to go. And he had it covered on the near post. And HAALAND's been given a yellow card in the process of, I'd imagine, not sure what form. Second half, he's been completely quiet. And Dortmund have shown in this second half the problems they've been having, which is just that spark. It's just not there. The possession's not been there at all. I mean, the stats have probably been a bit too kind for Dortmund in this second half. Cross comes in and straight to the hands of Hitz. And there's just a minute left of stoppage time to go. I think that could be, maybe that could be Sevilla's last chance. Ooh. Just lost my stream. It's annoying. Just seconds to go, come on. Come on. Tell you what, the streams do make your phones heat up. I'll say that. Oh, no, it doesn't seem to work. That's annoying. By the time I get back this back up, it'll clearly just be full time. Oh, not working. Yep. Oh yes, I've got it back. It's somehow actually probably picked up around the time I lost the stream, so there's still a minute to go according to the stream I'm watching. 50 seconds now to go. So if anyone's wondering, we're going to be doing some live previews ahead of this weekend on Friday night. Oh, just as I say that, there's a ball coming in from Sevilla, headed out. Oh, and there's a clash of heads, I think, in the box. And the referee, I think, will pause the game. That might just be it. The Sevilla management team are not happy that the game's been paused. Especially the manager, he wished that wasn't paused at all. They had a chance to attack again. Not sure which Dortmund player is down, but it looked not sure what happened. So Navas, I think, looked as though he made a foul on Emre Can. Well, the game's going to be delayed here. We've reached the 3 minutes. We're about to reach the 4th minute of added time, and De Jong is being treated in the penalty area. And I'd imagine really straight after this the game should finish. Oh, and there we go, full time. And despite all the injuries going on there, the referee has decided to end the game. Right decision, I think, 'cause we were pretty much at the end. So full time in the Champions League, last 16 first leg tie of Sevilla versus Borussia Dortmund. And it's Dortmund who come out victorious in the first leg, 3-2. Suso, though, started it off really well for the home team. 7 minutes in, his shot took a deflection and it went into the back of the net. Hitz couldn't do anything about it. But then, of course, Dortmund, Dahoud with a great goal outside the box to get them back level. And then 2 goals from HAALAND before half-time. Really certainly looked like it was going towards Dortmund's way in that tie. And it was a fantastic couple of goals as well from HAALAND. He didn't get the hat-trick, though. And there was a goal late on from Sevilla to make it 3-2, but that is certainly a goal that they needed to keep themselves in this tie, and that means they'll need to score at least 2 goals to get themselves back in the lead in this Champions League tie. So a great game. I really enjoyed it. I think second half it lacked a lot more especially goals, but chances. There wasn't much going on. Sevilla had a lot more possession, but they couldn't deal with much of it, but at least they got some goal to justify the hard work they had in that second half. They kept Dortmund quiet, which was well tactic by the manager at half time, if that was the plan. And they kept HAALAND quiet, you know, man on fire in that first half, and they stopped him from getting a hat-trick. So good job from Sevilla, and they've just reminded us why they've been on good form in the last few weeks. 7 wins in a row, I think it is. So yeah, interesting game. Second leg, of course, will be played next month in March. Not sure from the top of my head the date, but we will maybe we'll do a watch along for it. We will see. Anyway, thanks to everyone who watched us tonight. Thanks to everyone who liked the video. Thanks to Connor, Spice Says Fussball, even Amir Simsik with the FCB long messages, Seb True, Joe Stanley, everybody that got involved with the stream tonight. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, click subscribe to Let's Talk Sport and give this stream a like. Thank you very much, folks, and we'll see you very soon on Let's Talk Sport. Have a good night, everyone.